Okay, so now in the morning today, around 4 a.m., the US-Indian trade deal framework, basic framework, has been revealed. Why is Donald Trump interested in signing the deal with India? Now, India is let's talk about the economy size and all that, okay, the current GDP and all the numbers. Why is the US interested in signing a deal with India? Now, Indian economy is one of the largest in the world with estimates placing its GDP around 4 to $4.5 trillion in 2025. According to trade data and economic analysis, India's GDP stands near the $4 trillion plus mark, making it among top four global economies. Indian economy is forecasted to grow around 6.5% in fiscal year 2026 despite tariff pressures and global uncertainties. Okay, projections from official economic surveys 25-26 suggest that Indian GDP growth could track between 6.8 to 7.2% in FY27. Economic forecasts even indicate that India-US trade deal could further lift growth beyond 7% over time by boosting exports. Then India-US bilateral trade. Now let's look at the figures here. 2024 to 25, which is FY25, bilateral goods trade between India and the United States were about $131.8 billion. This included strong Indian exports and moderate imports from the US. India's goods trade surplus with the US stood at around $41.4 billion as exports to the US rose faster than imports. That's why the gap announced. Now, under the interim framework of India-US trade agreement, India has committed to purchase about $500 billion worth of US goods and services over 5 years. This includes sectors like energy, aircraft, technology, products. This means an average of about $100 billion per year in US purchases, significantly boosting bilateral commerce. Now, according to some analysis, the finalized trade deal could increase India's export to the US by up to 64% over current levels, driven by sectors such as textiles and light manufacturing. Broader trade growth trends indicate that India is expected to be a major driver of global trade growth, contributing about 6% to total global trade expansion between 24 to 29, ranking it just behind China and the US. These figures help put India's economic heft and potential scale of India-US trade relationship into context, showing that India is not a dead economy as said by the opposition, but a fast-growing one engaging in sizable international commerce. And of course, we have so many other trade deals with EU, with New Zealand, with UK and all that.